Can you see it?
Yes.
Yes. Very well. So, hello everybody. I'm Sehkar from Istanbul Technical University. Greetings from Turkey, Istanbul. It is the evening right now. I don't know the timing there. I will try to do my best to make the presentation more attractive for you in the middle of the night here. Okay, today, first of all, I would like to thank the conference organizing committee, and I'm honored to be part of this international conference. So today I'm going to make the presentation titled Beyond the Screen, Social Virtualization in Online Higher Education. I'm an education specialist. I'm working on generally higher education. So regarding the introduction section, actually, we know that actually with the transition because of COVID-19, the transition to online platforms has increased actually digital learning and digital experiences. So along with online experiences, actually virtual environments have become popular among students, among instructors in higher education ecosystem. So virtual platforms can easily enable engagement in teaching, learning, collaboration, and administration, and we cannot actually avoid any of them actually. So students actively shape their learning experiences within virtual ecosystems actually. This is an example of, massive open online courses we are all familiar with. And when we actually look at the concept of social virtualization, it means social interactions and community bonds in virtual environments. Actually, it's a very new concept, and maintaining social interactions is significant to foster a sense of community among students, and also digital platforms can facilitate peer collaboration, share of ideas, or reflective learning in a way. So, but there are also some challenges like negativity in communication or social attention problems in virtual settings. So when we look at the e-learners in online higher education, it is quite important to look at their perceptions of social virtualization, because this is a little bit new generation actually exposed to a large amount of virtual environment. So we should actually understand them in a more detailed way actually. So this study I conducted here and presenting you here aims to explore e-learners, as you see here, perceptions of social virtualization in general. And there are two sub scales under the concept of social virtualization. The first one is negativity in communication. The other one is social attention in virtual environments. So I believe the results will clarify the actually characteristics of our students at universities. When we move to actually methodology part, you will see the picture here, the figure about the research design. And there are four main research questions. The first one is how do e-learners perceive social virtualization in online higher education, their level of perception. And the second one is about does the e-learners perceptions of social virtualization vary by demographic variables, or vary by their satisfaction with online classes, or vary again by use of the internet. So this is the sample of the study. 427 e-learners taking online courses from different faculties at Turkish universities across the country participated in the study, and you may see the characteristics of e-learners as listed in this table. And two research instruments I basically used in this research. The first one, actually, the questionnaire form includes first demographics and background information regarding the questions about gender, age, year of study, university type, faculty, and plus satisfaction with online courses and internet usage habits. And the second part of the questionnaire includes social virtualization perception scale developed by one of the actually Turkish educational experts. And there are 14 items, and there are two subscales under in this questionnaire: negativity in communication and social attention in virtualization, as I mentioned before. Of course, for the research instruments, as we are all familiar with, the validation and reliability were measured, and normality check was completed, and Chrome alpha values were calculated. And during this stage of data collection, first ethical standards were provided with the approval granted by the Board of Ethics taken from my institution. And the questionnaire was configured on an online digital platform, and it was distributed by using convenience sampling technique to the students taking online courses in Turkish universities. So two kinds of analysis basically were conducted. The first one is about actually, descriptive analysis in general to identify the sampling characteristics. And also for the instruments, normality assumption check was completed. And as I mentioned, reliability assessment was also completed. And then I moved to statistical analysis and the relationship between demographic variables and the other demographic variables and the students' perceptions of social virtualization were investigated along with using independent sample t-test and anyway analysis. Okay, let's move to results very quickly. So the first one is actually when you look at table 2, it is clearly observed that the overall level of students' perception of social virtualization was found as moderate, as you may see here. Negativity in communication was detected as high. Social attention in virtualization was also found moderate with the similar to the overall level. When you look at the demographic variables, the first one is gender, as you may see here. Some significant differences were obtained from the analysis. So as you may see from the table, women perceive higher levels of negativity in communication compared to men in online learning environments. This is interesting. And also for the second subscale of social virtualization, men perceive higher levels of social attention in virtualization compared to women in online learning environments. So when we look at the results of the analysis regarding the relationship between age and the perception of social virtualization, no significant difference was detected between these variables. And it is also similarly, as you see here, year of study or the year students actually studying is not related to their perception of social virtualization based on the findings presented in table 5. And when we look at, again, another demographic, university type, state and foundation universities were investigated, and I detected no significant difference, again, for both of the subscales. It is also similar, so it is really interesting because the perception of virtual environments or social virtualization is a new concept. So I was actually wondering if faculty will make any changes about the relationship, but again, I found no significant difference with the variable of faculty. But after the demographic variables, I investigated here, as you see here, satisfaction with online courses, because this is important because I can make some more implications about online instructions to practitioners and educators working at higher education institutions. However, so there is no specific relationship between social virtualization and satisfaction with online courses. However, I included use of internet in 2 sections, actually. This is the first one. Use of internet for general purposes, use of internet for educational purposes. And when we look at the variables of e-learning's perception of social virtualization by use of internet general purposes, negativity in communication, I detected no significant difference. However, social attention in virtualization actually obtained some significant results. E-learners with higher than average daily use for general purposes, internet use for general purposes, perceive higher levels of social attention in virtualization compared to those with lower than average daily internet use. So the more they use internet for any purposes, for general purposes, their attention, social attention in virtualization increase. And actually, this is also very interesting, and I'm surprised from this finding, because I was trying to find out what kind of concept social virtualization is, and what about our students, and how do they actually perceive virtual environments in their world, actually. So when I investigated usage of internet for educational purposes, I detected no significant difference. This is also interesting for negativity in communication and social attention in virtualization. So these are all my results. I'm trying to do my best to finish with the discussion part. So social virtualization, as mentioned before, refers to social interactions and community building in online environments. So it is very important in shaping e-learners' attitudes and behaviors, and we should be more familiar with their attitudes to actually increase the effectiveness of online classes offered to our students in our at universities, actually. So when we look at the results in general, we detected, as you may see, I detected gender-related differences. So which is also consistent with the existing literature, and satisfaction with online courses also does not significantly affect e-learners' perception of social virtualization, and supported by the literature, existing literature. And also internet use, also higher than average daily internet use for general purposes, is associated with increased social attention in virtualization among e-learners, and this is also consistent with the literature. So what should we do as practitioners or educators at higher education institutions? So we should consider, first of all, gender differences because in virtual environments, in online classes, we should be careful about making communications or interactions with our students. Some gender differences exist in terms of the perception of virtual, social virtual environments or social virtual activities or communities. And also, this is very important, I think, for future or further research. The role of specific online activities on social virtualization and its impact on learning outcomes can be investigated. And regarding practical implications, so designing engaging environments can make our learnings or our classes, our online classes, more effective, and incorporating collaborative activities. So because they are actually social in virtual environments, this is the generation's attitudes, okay? So we should be incorporating collaborative activities during our online instructions, or during the term. It's not supposed to be included during the class time, actually. And of course, personalized learning should be emphasized, because there are some different learning experiences and different demographic characteristics in e-learners. So personalized learning should be highlighted. Regarding policies priorities, digital literacy and social skills together actually they should be together enhanced, and there should be some policies enhancing their digital literacy skills for digital literacy and social communication skills among students, actually. And these social virtual interaction, in a way, should be included, integrated into curricula in different faculties, maybe. And of course, professional development and is always necessary for the development and training of instructions, because we need more pedagogical, especially digital pedagogical skills to learn or to make the environment, learning environment, more effective for our students. And of course, to facilitate social virtualization in online education, we should equip instructors, professors or researchers, educators working or teaching online classes to students at universities. So to conclude, first of all, social virtualization in online education involves fostering social interactions and community bonds within digital environments, and it should be highlighted in course designs, in a way. And in this study, I actually investigated the relationship between demographic variables, satisfaction with online courses, and internet usage habits. And the results of study, I believe, can enhance the design and implementation of effective virtual learning environments. So actually, much more studies are necessary for this topic, because it is very new, and the new generation is actually having different kinds of attitudes and behaviors resulting from the exposure of socially virtual environments. So educators can use the results of this study to tailor online learning experiences and to improve the quality of higher education in virtual settings. These are my references, and thank you for listening. And if you have any questions, I can answer. I hope I finished on time. I don't know.